Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here going to be attempting to throw some big glide baits. This is the Molix. It's the 178 SS. It's a glide bait, 7 inches long, and looks kind of like a shad color. This right here, probably not gonna get a lot of hits out here, but if you get a hit, it's gonna be a pretty good fish. So we're looking for like a 6+ pounder today. Gonna throw this thing for a couple hours, see if we can do any good. Maybe go offshore for a crappie, spotted bass, but really just trying to get a giant fish on the new 7-inch glide bait. It's a pretty big glide bait. It's bigger than a monster can is tall. So we're gonna go ahead and get to fishing. If you're new to the channel, make sure you click that subscribe button. We're in the brand new boat that I did. If you guys want to see that series, I have a playlist on the channel that you can click right there, I believe, and watch how we did the boat build. Without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started. Megalodon. Try to anyways. I will take over this little bank, and where that creek comes in used to be a pretty hot spot. Man, where that little creek come in with the waterfall, man, you could catch some fish back up in there. A spinnerbait or a chatterbait probably be pretty hot up here. Spinnerbaits stay a little shallower in my opinion, so you probably be better with that up here anyways. We're out here, we got the old 7-inch Molix glide bait. You guys can see that's a monster. Big old glide. Okay. And let me show you how this bad boy works. So we're going to chunk this thing out. It's going to stay relatively high in the water column. I have a 6 to 2 to 1 gear ratio reel on right here. I have a 7-foot 6-inch heavy rod. It might be an extra heavy. And this thing really just glides left and right. Don't know if you guys have ever used a glide bait, but they make a little bit of a splash if you're not used to one, but don't worry, you're still going to catch fish. I like to get long cast parallel down the bank, really my favorite way to do it, and just work maybe 5 foot off the bank where the drop off is, rather than casting to the bank and pulling off. I just really love working parallel. Seems like you get more bites that way. You stay in their range of the bite zone a little longer. And the water's crystal clear, so you should be able to see the fish come up and slap it. And every now and then you'll get some followers and want some ones that barely come up and hit it. But sometimes you gotta risk doing that to catch the fish. There's a bunch of grass and lily pad type stuff still growing over here that hasn't died out from last year, and it will not die out. It just keeps expanding and growing every year and ruining the lake. So we're having to cast to the edge of that stuff because we cannot pull through it with the glide. But I'm hoping we can find some fish down this bank. It's 8 foot deep here. It's a good steady decline, and I've caught fish down this bank pretty good before. And this creek over here normally runs a little muddier, so the water up here might be more stained than another cove. This is where the big glide bait got some bites last year. I've caught some 5s and 6s here. And the water temperature is dropping going this way, so we may just head on to the dam, see if we can get us some spots. The water clarity definitely needs to be changed. It's probably going to be a cold. As long as it gets 50 or 60 a couple days afterwards. Ooh, giant, giant. Need the net, need the net. Need the net. I'm playing him. I don't need to play him. I don't need to play him. I need that net.
Watch out for them things to hold it with.
You can just put him on the deck. Super biggin', but
yeah, he's nice.
It's like, do we need to bass fish? Not a bad one. He come up on that glide bait. Yep. Yeah, I would be surprised if I got one smaller than that, but they like these things this time of year. It's the time of year I throw them. It's just the ridiculous size and the slow movement that they like. Get out of this shallow water. He was about 3.5 foot where he hit. All right, let's go ahead and pack up to the next spot. I got that gunk all over my LiveScope lily pad. Well, what you didn't see was we fished 300 or 400 yards of bank and only caught one fish. So we know where some crappie are, and my grandmother wants some crappie to eat, so I'm gonna go see if we can catch some crappie or two and maybe get on some more bass once we get in a back cove and the wind lays down just a little bit. But it's a slow day today, but believe me, they're gonna turn on pretty soon. It's getting close. Let's get back to it. See if we can see some crappie down there. Look like a pretty decent sized one right there. That wind might kill me though. Oh, they're on the bottom. There ain't no fish suspended. Without a doubt. Got one already. He was dead on the bottom. Don't feel big though. Eating size. They're out here. There's a couple of decent sized ones. May have to go try off one of our points or over there by the dam.
Yeah. Past that left corner there, ahead on the left.
They'll follow the mess out of it. Like they're on the bottom. If I let it hit the bottom and pull off, there'll be a teeny tiny one come up off the bottom and look at it. But little baby. These are the size crappie down there hitting, or smaller. They're all on the bottom though, but getting on the bite, not an easy task. There's a bunch of them out here in front of us. It's like staying in one spot, getting them to bite. Not easy. Ah, little booger. Got one looking at it. Just bite it. Got you, little bugger. He wanted the top one. They're really everywhere out here. About to land in a whole pile of them. It's just a bazillion of them down there this size. I ain't just no big ones. They're dead straight in front of us. You throw it out in front of us, let it hit the bottom and barely drag it, you'll catch them. I'm right by some decent ones. Nope. Might be your bait one. Thing right here choked it. They're out here, man. Yeah, they're out here. It's just the wind's killing me. Right on their heads. Got his little butt. Got two.
Hey, man.
Doubles. I was like, I knew I went through a school. That's how you fill up a live well a lot quicker. Yeah, there was a 15 or 20 in it. A lot of these are a little bit more suspended. Like there's a school right there. Just bring it right over there through them. One's following it. Come on. Man, he swiped at it. We got a bait ball headed this way. I ought to incentivize him to bite. No, I don't think so. Just a single one on this one. There's a bunch more crappie over here. Oh man, they're everywhere. Got him. They're everywhere down here. You're likely to get them. There you go. You do just as good as I do. Found some schools of crappie down here. And there's a bunch of them right there. Chasing after a bait ball. I'm about to land on the heads. Some tree limbs down there. Got that little booger. He looks pretty good. He looked bigger on the graph. It's a good crappie.
Yeah, man.
Ooh. He looked good on the graph too, so it's a good one.
Yeah.
Currently freezing our butts off, and only ended up getting that one bass. Mainly stayed, caught like 40 crappie. See you guys at the boat ramp. I'm ready to warm my hands up, so see you guys there.
Yeah.
That's a bunch of crappie. Alrighty folks, that is a wrap. I apologize for the lack of big bass catches. It's still just a little bit rough. I gave it a shot for like 2 or 3 hours. My dad and my grandmother wanted some crappie to eat, so we loaded up. Me and my dad counted 25 fish total at the end of the day that we kept in the live well. And we probably caught around 40 or so. We threw a bunch of them back. They were kind of on the smaller side, so they're gonna be eating good. So I promise you guys, the bass fishing's coming. I apologize for all the crappie fishing that I've been doing. I know most of you guys don't like crappie fishing. Some of you guys do. So gonna be producing some bass fishing content for you guys pretty soon. I appreciate it if you stuck around all the way to the end of the video. Been fishing with the MACH rods, been loving them. Remember, you can use the code MSMACH10, save 10% at checkout on the MACH Nation website. And they are gonna be starting some fishing tournaments on Fishing Chaos. You guys should check that out on the app. The MACH tournaments are gonna be starting pretty soon. There's gonna be 6 tournaments, which is 6 months of tournaments, I believe. So keep you guys updated when I learn more information on that. I gotta do some tackle organization. Everything's a little bit cluttered in here still. I still haven't put my angler awards in their cases yet. Should do that sometime, but let me know if you guys want to see me fish more big swim baits. I don't know. I'm not a pro at it, but I do like fishing with them. Till next time, see you guys later. Peace.